Hey, happy Taco Tuesday. How are you? I got a question the other day from someone asking me about how do you pick out a good protein powder. Now, there are many different kinds of protein powders. There are, animal-based protein powders, there are vegan protein powders, there are egg white protein powders, collagen protein powders, whey proteins, casein, so many different things. So the first thing obviously is to decide, do you want a plant-based protein or an animal-based protein? Okay, let's start with talking about whey proteins because I feel like those are the most common that are out there. So there's two different types of whey proteins. There's whey protein isolate and whey protein concentrate. Now, sometimes you can find those in separate products, sometimes they're combined. So whey protein isolate is used for post-workout because it's the smallest version of the protein particle, making it easy to digest and it gets to our muscles really quickly. Now, whey protein concentrate, on the other hand, is a longer chain of the protein amino acids and is usually used in meal replacements. It takes our body longer to break it down, and it's going to keep you fuller longer. Now, like I said, you can sometimes find those as just whey protein isolates, sometimes just as whey protein concentrates, and sometimes they're combined so that you get kind of like that quick recovery, but also that longer lasting protein. Now, another form of whey protein would be casein. Actually, it's not, sorry. Another form of animal-based protein is casein protein. That protein is digested and absorbed slowly, so you'll often find it in like meal replacements. It is good to take for recovery. A lot of times you'll find it in like evening products. I know I used to take a product by, I can't think of the name of it, but it was basically like a sleep product and you took it at night and it helped your muscles recover overnight. Now, there's also egg white protein, which is basically just a powdered egg white. It contains a lot of amino acids. It's, again, really good for recovery and repair. And then lastly, on the animal protein scale is collagen. Now, collagen is a natural component of our bones, our ligaments. It's in our muscles, and supplementing your body with collagen can help stimulate muscle growth after exercise. Now, those statements have not been verified by the FDA. Just have to throw that little disclaimer out there. But it can also help, like I said, with muscle growth, muscle recovery, and muscle function. Now, on the plant-based side of this, you have proteins that are made out of soy, out of rice, out of pea, hemp. Sometimes they're made out of like pumpkin seeds. There are so many different kinds of plant-based proteins. So it's really kind of more a matter of like flavor for most of you. If you're intolerant to milk proteins or lactose, you may choose to do a plant-based protein, or if you are vegan or vegetarian, obviously you're going to pick a vegetarian or vegan source of protein. So pea protein is typically made from yellow split peas, and they may help increase muscle mass when used in combination with resistance training. There's also brown rice protein, which has been shown to have the same muscle building benefits as whey protein. It's just a plant-based version of it. And then my personal favorite as far as plant-based proteins goes is hemp protein because it contains all 9 essential amino acids. It's really easy to digest. It actually tastes pretty good. I find most brown rice and most pea protein powders to be a little on the chalky side personally. So there's that. And then there's soy protein. I'm not really going to get into soy protein because I typically don't use any soy protein. But if you are into soy, there's lots of different options. Again, it's really more a matter of taste because essentially all of these proteins are going to have some sort of amino acids added usually. They're going to have vitamins and minerals added in a lot of different cases. And so you really have to find like what works for you personally and what you prefer the taste of. Now, if you're looking for a quick, recovery shake after a workout, you're going to want to stick to whey protein isolates, vegan proteins, because those are going to be quick digesting. They're going to get to your muscles faster. If you're looking for something like a meal replacement or to add to your smoothies to make them more satiating, to keep you fuller longer, stick to a whey protein concentrate, a casein protein, a plant-based protein because it's going to have a little bit more fiber in it. And so, how do you pick based on, once you've decided what kind of protein, like if you want animal or vegan or, whatever type of whey protein you want, how do you know which one is a good one? So I actually don't use protein powders all that often anymore. I don't know. Sometimes in the summer I get on like a smoothie kick and I'll buy a bunch of proteins, but I really haven't been using protein powders because I haven't been lifting at the gym. And most of my home workouts, while they're great and they're super effective, I just don't really see the need to have a protein shake after because I'm not lifting as heavy. Lifting as heavy as I would be if I was going to the gym. So this is just what I have on hand. Going to compare the two. One is vegan, one is not, so it's kind of like comparing apples to oranges, but I'll show you some things to look for on the label. And if you are concerned about heavy metals in your proteins, you want to make sure that they're third-party verified. That means not only is just the company testing what's in here, but an outside party that's not getting paid by them to test it is testing it to make sure that there's not toxic levels of heavy metals and that there's actually the stuff that they say is in here is actually in here. I know, it seems crazy that they have to do that, but neither one of these are third-party verified, which I was kind of shocked to find out, but it is what it is. So here I have the Vega Protein and Energy with MCT oils. It's the cold brew coffee flavor. This one's actually pretty good. I kind of like it. But let's look at you can see on the front it says it has real cold brew coffee, 100 milligrams of caffeine, 20 grams of protein, 160 calories, and 1 gram of sugar. It's also non-GMO project verified, gluten-free, no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. That is definitely something that I look for in a protein powder. I don't want something that's artificially flavored, just my personal preference. So, nutrition info, 160 calories in 1 scoop, 5 grams of fat, 1 gram of total sugar, 1 gram of fiber, 5 total carbohydrates, 20 grams of protein. It also has 270 milligrams of sodium, so it's a little higher on the sodium scale. Has 0 vitamin D, 8% of the daily value of calcium, 20% of your daily value of iron, which is really important if you are vegan or vegetarian or female because we most of the times don't get enough iron in our diets. And then 4% potassium. So this is pretty much protein, right? Protein and fat. There's not a lot of added vitamins and minerals and stuff in here. Ingredients, pea protein, medium chain triglycerides from coconut oil. That's that MCT oil that some people are like really into if you're like paleo or, if you like bulletproof coffee, it has MCT oils in it. Golden chlorella, espresso powder, natural flavors, cold brew coffee powder, stevia leaf, cocoa powder, maca root powder, xanthan gum is going to help like make the smoothie thicker when you're making it. Organic coffee fruit extract. So it's got 3 different kinds of caffeine in there, which is why it has that higher 100 milligrams is pretty high. A cup of coffee is usually around 60 to 80. So salt and rosemary extract, which is a natural preservative. There's not really anything bad in here, okay? I'm not a huge fan of stevia, but I actually don't mind it in this so much. If you don't like stevia, then obviously you wouldn't buy this one because it has stevia in it. Vega does make some that have cane sugar or coconut sugar added. And they also, I believe, have an unflavored one. So this one is perfectly fine, right? Like it's not bad. It's not great. It's protein powder. And then I also have this Vital Proteins collagen whey protein. So it's going to have 2 types of protein in here. It's going to have whey protein. I'm not sure if it has the whey protein concentrate. So it's going to take longer to digest. And the collagen, I don't know off the top of my head if the collagen protein is quick absorbing or slow absorbing. So I will have to follow up with this in the IGTV comments. So this has 20 grams of whey protein concentrate and 10 grams of collagen protein. So you're getting 2 different types of protein. Both are animal-based. This is not vegetarian. This is not vegan, okay? Let's look at the label. It says, does not contain vanilla bean or whole coconut, not to be used for weight reduction. I believe the Vega also has that. This says naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Looking on the back here, post-workout perfection. says that it helps improve strength and recovery of joints, ligaments, tendons, muscle. No artificial sweeteners, which I do like. And it can be mixed directly into water or added to your favorite smoothie. What else is, oh, this has probiotics in it as well. Statements have not been evaluated by the FDA, and it's not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. So let's look at the nutrition info here. Calories per 2 scoops, although they have the same grams. So 2 scoops of this is 35 grams, and 1 scoop of this is 35 grams. So it has 130 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, so it's lower in fat than the Vega. Total carbohydrates, 5 grams. It has 2 grams of total sugar and 1 gram of fiber. 25 grams of total protein. It has 8% of the daily value of calcium, 3% of magnesium, 110 milligrams of sodium, so this is a lower sodium option, 170 milligrams of potassium. It also contains hyaluronic acid, which is really good for helping your body absorb water. It makes your skin look plumper and more beautiful. And then it also has that lactospore, Bacillus coagulans, the probiotic in there. Other ingredients are coconut water powder and natural flavors. So my only gripe with this one, obviously, is the natural flavors, because in my opinion, if something is going to be vanilla flavored, it should have vanilla in it. Just saying. So this one, again, is a fine option. This one, actually, the Vital Proteins one is actually giving you the amino acid profiles and letting you know how many average milligrams are in it that are naturally occurring. It also identifies which ones are branched chain amino acids and which ones are essential amino acids. So I do really like that it has that breakdown in there. However, again, not third-party tested, so we don't really know if it actually has what it says it has. It also does not say if it's low temperature processed, and the reason for something to be low temperature processed is that it preserves the protein molecules better than if it's high temperature processed, which makes it harder for your body to digest. I know, getting real scientific on you here. So, is this a bad option? No, it's not a bad option. I don't like that it has natural flavors, and I don't like that it is not third-party verified. It is also not organic or non-GMO. It is certified gluten-free, if that matters to you. So again, neither one of these are bad options. I don't have any other options on hand to compare them to, so I can't tell you if there's a better one. As far as protein powders go, like I said, it really matters if you want something that's fast-acting for post-workout or slower acting for a meal replacement or a recovery drink that you would drink like at night or after, a hard week of workouts or whatever. If you have a specific protein powder that you want me to look at, take a picture of the front of it, take a picture of the ingredients, as well as the nutrition label, and send it to me, and I will be happy to take a look at it and give you my honest opinion based on what's in it. I also have to say that this was gifted to me by Vital Proteins. However, all opinions are my own, as always. So that's protein powder, right? It's like, what do you like? Because I've had some really, really gross, chalky ones. I find that whey proteins definitely have better flavor and they mix better. But if you're sensitive to lactose, then that's not going to be a great option for you. As far as vegan proteins, like I said, I really like hemp protein. It has all 9 essential amino acids. It's a complete protein. It's easy to digest. The chocolate hemp protein that Trader Joe's has is really tasty. Brown rice is chalky to me. Pea protein is chalky. The Vega one is pea protein and it's a little bit chalky. When should you be drinking protein drinks is kind of like a whole other episode, a whole nother IG live. So I would say if you were working out for longer than like 45 to 60 minutes, you may want to consider supplementing after your workout with some protein. And I'll just kind of get into that in another video because that's like way more info and I already gave you so much info in this video. So If you have questions, drop them in the comments below. I love you. Thank you for watching.